In this video I'll show you how you can use multiple imputation for missing data with your lavaan model in R, with a CFA or a path model or full structural equation model SEM. The example I will be using will be a CFA, but you can use the same workflow for full SEM or for path model too. First we need three packages, lavaan of course, we need mice for the multiple imputation, and we need lavaan.mi for the connection between the imputed datasets and the lavaan estimation. Here's our example model, a simple 3-factor CFA, 3 factors with 3 items each, and an error covariance. The dataset we'll be using is a slightly changed version of the well-known Holzinger-Swineford dataset, where I have deleted some data points. We have here a couple of demographic variables and then the 9 items x1 to x9. For multiple imputation there are 3 steps. First we impute the datasets, then we fit our model to each of those datasets, and the third step we pool the results. First step for the imputation, to know how many imputation samples we should request, we want to know how many complete cases do we have and how many cases with 1 or more missing variables. Because as a rule of thumb, you should have at least as many imputation samples later on as you have the percentage of incomplete cases. For this I'm only interested in the 9 variables I'll be using later on in the model. 290 complete cases, 11 cases with at least 1 missing variable. It should be about 3%. I would nevertheless at least request 10 imputation samples. For the imputation we use the mice function. Here the dataset. I have included also socio-demographic variables in the imputation, because even though we don't need them for the analysis per se, we can use them to better estimate the missing values. Because maybe those demographic variables tell us something about the missing variables we later want to analyze. Then the number of imputation samples, I don't go below 10. If you have more than 10% incomplete cases, then I would increase that number. The maximum number of iterations, here I like to start with a rather high number of 20, because then I have a smaller likelihood of convergence issues. I would recommend using a seed value so that you get the same results each time you run this analysis, even though there is a random process involved with the imputation. And print flag equals false, because otherwise you get all kinds of additional output. It takes some time. I cut to the time it's finished. Now we have 10 imputed datasets. Before we use them, we want to make sure that the imputation converged. For that we look at the plot of the imputation. Here for 2 examples, what we don't want to see is a trend, especially to the right of the plot. If there you see a consistent upwards trend or downwards trend, then the imputation will not have converged on its final values. Here we don't have that problem, but if you have the problem, you can simply increase the number of maximum iterations and rerun the imputation. Now to the second step, fitting the model. For that we use a specific function, cfi.mi. If instead you want to estimate a full SEM or a path model, you would use the function sem.mi. Here the model we defined. Data here are the imputed datasets, so the result of the multiple imputation, and you can use additional parameters, as in this case I want to standardize the latent variables. Those are just ordinary lavaan parameters. Now we run the CFA model for all 10 completed datasets. And the third step, pooling the results. First with the summary function. Here that's important, all 10 imputed datasets led to a solution, so the CFA converged for all 10 datasets. And here we have the estimates for the parameters, est.ave, average estimate, so those are pooled estimates, pooled over all 10 datasets. And here's something a little bit strange. In theory, the summary should give you additional information, like standard errors, p-values, and so on. For me, sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. With the same R installation, with the same versions of the R packages, and the same data, sometimes I get additional information here, sometimes not. I haven't really found out why that's the case. So if you get additional information, good for you. If not, no problem. Then we can use additional functions. First, fit measures. Here we get pooled fit measures. Again, pooled over all 10 samples. Pooled model test with the degrees of freedom and the p-value. The pooled CFI. The pooled RMSEA. And the pooled SRMR. Those look fine. So this is a value we can use and where we can interpret the results. Next, the function parameter estimates.mi. So this is a specific function for the parameter estimates for a multiple imputation. Here we get the parameter, first the loadings, then the covariances and variances, the estimate, standard error, then, and that's new here, a t-statistic. Normally with lavaan you would get a z-statistic. However, if you look at the degrees of freedom, which are huge, basically this is equivalent to a z-statistic. And the p-value, and down here confidence intervals and standardized values as well. The model fit was quite okay, but if that's not the case, then you can request modification indices, again with a specific function for that, modindices.mi. And here you get pooled modification indices, again pooled over all imputed samples, and you can interpret them as you're used to. That's it for multiple imputation for a lavaan model, for a CFA, for an SEM, for a path model. I hope this has been helpful for you. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.